All right. So once again, you are all welcome, and especially for those of us who kind of missed the live call. Right on the call, we had some issues with the recording, so I decided that I should do this short kind of summary of what we actually went through in the meeting. And the responses has been so wonderful. And I want you to know something. I'm going to be telling you as it is. I'm going to be factual with you. All I need you to do is to keep an open mind, and let's write this together. It is no gainsay that everywhere everybody is complaining about one challenge or the other. Oh, economy is this, economy is that, and things. It's not how much you complain, but what are you going to do about the situation? That was all we were looking about, and that we're looking at. And I always maintain something, that you must agree with the fact that the economy is not doing anything different from what it has ever been doing in the past. The only thing that is happening is that, is you that is not changing. The economy is doing what it has always done. It will always increase. It will always, and the people that we complain about the economy are the people that maintain on what they were doing yesterday or years back, and they want to continue doing it to make money in the current economy, in the current reality. If you operate in that manner, you will not meet up with the current reality. So what do we need to do? It is no gainsay that in any economy, cash flow is king. Cash flow is king. No matter what happens, no matter go anything. Once in any economy, once you have cash, there's a kind of confidence that you have, even when everybody's complaining, and there's a kind of money in your pocket. Do you know that at times when you have money and the money is in the account or somewhere, you don't even feel hungry. You will see food you don't even want to eat because the money is there. Do you understand? It's when you don't have money that you become kind of hungry and all this kind of thing. Well, that's on the lighter notes. But now let's look at what is it that helps you to make more money. The title, the theme of this session, we're talking about how you can use other people's money. I want to go straight into it. One of the things I want you to quickly know and understand is that nobody on the surface of the earth or under ever makes money using his own money alone. You don't get rich with your own money, guy. Please understand that. If you are talking of, okay, you just want to live with just a comfortable life, okay, the salary that you earn and things, it might just be okay. But when you want to live a life of impact, when you want to live a life of influence, when you want to impact others with the kind of money that you have, when you are talking about financial freedom, then one of the things that must come to you is what we call boost money. But a lot of us don't have the standard. The rich, the people that we say the rich, the one when we are talking about things especially in Africa, one of the first persons we always say, oh, Dangote and things. But you must try to look at the basic principle behind these guys' wealth. The principle behind their wealth is not because they've been able to work very hard or harder than you. No, it's not. It's because they've been able to understand what we call a system. I want you to write this down now. A system. What is system? The acronym for system, SYSTEM. Save yourself time, energy, and money. SYSTEM. Save yourself time, energy, and money. The difference between the rich and the poor is that one understands how to use a system, the other do not. Now, when the poor man works, he works for himself. You see, it's not about you setting goals. It's you creating systems. The rich have learned how to build the system around them. And when you talk about system, you use your own time, you use your own energy, you use your own money, you use your own time, the time you jump from your office, from the house to the office. You are running your thing, your time, your energy, your money. But you see that man that is on the 13th floor, that is the CEO, the MD, the owner, he is not using his own time. He has learned how to use other people's time, other people's energy, and other people's money. So the system of the poor is to use their own time, energy, and money. But the system of the rich, the top executive, they've learned how to use, instead of their own time, energy, and money, they've learned how to use other people's time, other people's energy, and other people's money. That is the principle. You can't go anywhere in the world. You can't become rich without knowing how to leverage on these three things. You must learn. I don't know what kind of work you're doing. I don't care whichever thing. When Dangote wanted to build this refinery that we all celebrate today, whose money did he use? Oh, the richest man in the world. Do you think he went to his account to pull out the money? He met consortium of banks. He met financials that brought the money that he used. You hear some many people, they say, oh, I can never go and borrow. I can never go and borrow. And I say, look at this ignoramus. Borrowing is not the bad thing. It's not the thing that is bad. It's what are you doing with the money that you borrow? What are you doing? What are you doing with the money? The best way to get in finance, we call it gearing or something like that. So when you are able to access other people's money, you'll be able to do much more than what you would have ordinarily done. Like I said, the man, the CEO, he has 24 hours. The same way the gate man, the cashier, the accountant, the people lower there, the same way they have 24 hours. But whilst they are using their own 24 hours for themselves, trying to defend their own work, this man at the top, the business owner, the entrepreneur who has learned leverage, what does he do? He uses other people's time, people that are working for him, other people's energy, people's experience. He has a lawyer, he has an engineer, he has a lot of people working around him, and then other people's money. The poor man takes his money to the bank, and the bank borrows, gives, or lends the money. The rich man goes to the bank and collects the money that the poor man kept. And he will use this to increase his cash flow. Do you know what? The poor man is looking for what? A return on investment. The rich man is looking out for cash flow. Please get this. The poor man is looking out for what? Return on investment. If I put my money in the fixed deposit, how much will you people give me? Oh, we are going to give you 8%. Oh, the guy is satisfied with the 8%. Now, this money in the fixed deposit, the rich man goes there, takes it up, and you'll be surprised. The bank is giving him at some ridiculous rate. He takes that money up, go and set up a business that will increase cash flow. Oh my God. From his cash flow, he will pay back into the bank, and then the bank is able to pay the poor man that deposited the money. Now, am I saying that putting money in fixed deposit is wrong? No, it's not wrong. But then you must think and grow rich. Now, let's look at something. Recently, somebody met me and said, Shola, I have about 10 million naira. What can I do? Which investment can I put this money in that I'm able to make more money? And I say, when you talk about making more money, what are you talking about? And after explaining some series of things, and I told him, I said, come guy, if you have 10 million or 1 million, and then you go to put it in the bank, one of the safe and secure way of you keeping your money, not in the savings account, but somewhere, maybe in the treasury bills, you put it in some, you put it in treasury bills, you put it in some mutual funds, equities, and things like that. And maybe like as at the time of speaking, mutual funds maybe is paying you about 17% or thereabouts. Now, I put it to you, have you checked the current inflation rate of your country as at the time you are putting your money in that treasury bill, in that mutual funds? Now, if you put your money in a mutual funds that is giving you 17% return, 17% return, inflation in your country is currently at 22, 23, 24, or in the 20s. Now, if you kept that money for 1 year and they give you 17% from 10 million, you now have 10 million, you now have 1,700,000, I think that's 10% of that, and you say, oh, I made about 1.7 million naira on my on the amount I put in the treasury bills and things. Do you really think you made some money? What you just did was just to hedge your funds, not to devalue. And as a matter of fact, you even lost. So you must have some fundamental things that you must understand. So there are some monies that are with you. Please don't get me wrong. There are sometimes you need to set some money aside as investment, where you keep them and you make them become a good amount so that you can go use it for other business venture. So now, if you look at, you have an amount, 1 million naira, and then you are looking for, I want to put it in an investment. Return on investment can keep you poor or make it longer for you to get to your goal. What you need to do is rather to look for what we call, what system can I put my money that I will be able to leverage? The word is what? Leverage. What system can I put my money that I'll be able to leverage on other people's money, on other people's time, and on other people's energy? If you can find a system that you can use to leverage, that's the place your money should be. Now, you see, based on what many of us have done, I've tried some various kind of things. And you see, when you see the young people of today, a lot of them very smart and intelligent. They go online when you are trying to do so many things. They just do one little thing, content writing, something on Facebook and things. They are making the dollars and things and like that. And you say, oh, things are expensive. They don't see anything as being expensive because they don't have a basis for comparison. It's you that were old that you can compare what in 2005. This is what we are buying compared to now. They don't have that comparison. So they can figure and see how to create systems around them. What you need to do right now is create that system around you. Now, for me, I'm a financial person and I've done, at least, thank God for what God has helped me to do in the finance industry and what I've been able to do in this other sector. And I've made up my mind that I'm going to be educating people, helping them to understand how to increase their cash flow using some certain systems. In the bit of doing this, I went into quite a number of things. I went into something we call drop shipping, because you watch a lot of things on YouTube and this one is telling you drop shipping is this and this. I did drop shipping, I did affiliate marketing, and of course I have some YouTube channels. Some of them are monetized already, where I make money on YouTube. But I have come to understand that there's nothing that makes you more money than what you will get in the money market. Please pay attention. I need you to cool down. See, when you think you know everything, or what's going to say, I know it, please, you might miss out on a huge chunk of things. I had to lay the foundation. I could have always jumped into it, but I had to lay some foundation for you so that we can blend together. I'm going to a very critical area and a sensitive area that if you pay attention, at the end, you will boost your cash flow tremendously. Now, we have what we call the capital market and the money market. The capital market, you're talking about stock and shares and things. If you want very, very secure, you don't want to take any risk, or you want to do something for a long time in the future, then the capital market is just okay. But we have something in the money market. And one of the tools in the money market that the rich have learned how to use is what we call the FX, the Forex. Please just hold on. You know, I've been in this space for close to 15 years. Like I said, 15 or 18 years or thereabouts. If we talk about 2004, 2005 till about now, maybe 20 years or thereabouts that I've been playing in this industry. But unfortunately, the people that introduced this model to many of us at the beginning, they made it to look like something we can gamble with. They make it to look as if it is a get-rich-quick thing. Oh, if you put in $100 in the next 30 days, it's $1,000. If you put in $10,000, and then you sit down, okay, if I do this, I can get 30% in a month. And many of us, based on our greed, because you just look at somebody told that you can do 30%. If I can do 30%, why do I put $1,000? Let me put $10,000. And then you put the money into it. And then before you know it, 1 month, 2 months, they tell you your money is gone. Did I experience it? Oh my. I lost a chunk of lot of money. Oh, this one is there. I go in, sell off everything I can put just to make sure I have a good return. I lost money. $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, and so on like that. And at a point in time, you were asking yourself that, do I know what I'm really doing? Do I know? But something that kept me going was this. I have mentors, I have people that were doing this same thing. And I see that they are successful. So I knew that there was something wrong. My business is to see that thing that is wrong. And based on that, took time over the years, learned the rudiments of these matters. Now, one thing that I came to understand is this, that the small money that you have, the $500, the $1,000, they are kind of small money to do anything tangible in this market. Now, let's put it this way. I want you to please follow me. I want to show you where, if you have ever ventured into it, when people say, oh, it's a risky business, forex is days and things, what you don't know, you don't know. What you don't know, you don't know. So when you put in $1,000, and then I'm talking to you that has good money to play around with. At the time, $1,000 is, as at the time of recording, $1,000 is about 1,400, 1,500. $1,000 is about 1.5 million naira or thereabout. Now, look at this. At this your level, let's say there's something, an investment system that can give you 10% in a month, and it's rare. 10% is in the investment world, that is humongous. 10% in a month. You got to ask that person, how consistent is it going to be? So and when you hear financial institutions talking, they don't talk in that region. You get it. So let's come back. But I'm making an assumption that you have a system that gives you 10% in a month. You have $1,000. $1,000, 10% of $1,000, that's $100. $100 converts, that is about 250,000 naira. For you listening to me, 150,000 naira in a month, is it going to be for fuel? Is it going to be for, what are you going to use that for? So there's a tendency that when you put money down in a market that people have been hyping, they come on YouTube and tell you different kind of stories. Oh, how they turned $500 to $10,000 in 3 days and things like that. So you go with that impression and put in your money. Ladies and gentlemen, you wouldn't make it. You will lose your money. And by the time you go there, you are looking at how to make 30%. Oh, if I'm able to make 30% out of my 1,000, then it makes sense. So this is one of the areas where a lot of people lose money. So now, what is the solution? If this industry is something that will help people to make money, how will they make money in that place? It comes back to the same principle, OPM, other people's money. Now, I'm going to break it down. Please be patient. Follow me. This information will give you a liberation for the rest of your life. And in 6 months from now, read my list. 6 months from now, if you do and follow these instructions, your cash flow, you'll be rolling, you'll be enjoying a powerful flow of cash. What I call your cash flow, whichever way we want to look at it. Now, let's look at something. In the recent past, many of us there are some things we call in the forex market. There are some organizations we call the prop firms. Now, these prop firms, they tell you pay $200 or pay $1,000, and they're going to give you $200,000 to trade. It is real. Do you understand? It is real. I know it is real. And if you have the expertise, you are going to do fine with them. But if you breach on their rules, that $1,000 that you paid is gone. It's gone. It's gone. Now, for a long while, when I noticed that the small money that people have is not going to help them in becoming successful traders, I practically stopped teaching people forex. Because I look at it as out of 10 people that you train, maybe only 8 of them are maybe only 2 of them are successful. The remaining 8, they lose their money. And you want to empower people. What kind of empowerment is that? and they're losing. So I kind of paused. I stopped talking about Forex to people. Not until recently. I was able to get in touch with an organization, and that organization said they are ready to give you money free. Read my lips. Free. F-R-E-E. Free. They are ready to give you extra money to trade this market, and you don't have to risk your own funds. Then, what is the basis for them giving me the money? They said, if I can prove to them that I can generate just 7% on the account, 7%, they said I should fund my own account. They gave me a minimum of $500 to fund my account. That if I can fund my account with $500 or $1,000, whichever one I can do, I should fund. I should just prove to them that I can generate 7% of this money. That I looked at it and said, come on, this is weird. Am I going to pay any fee, registration fee? No fee. They just said, just use your own money so that we can monitor it and know that you have the skill. Let's put it in your account, trade it. If you make the 7% and we see it, we are going to test you with another. If you do it well, we are going to fund you. Ladies and gentlemen, it sounded too good to be true. If it is not that company, I saw that the company is registered with the ASIC, that's Australian Security and Exchange Insurance Commission. If it is not that I saw that they were heavily regulated, I would have had my doubts. So I began to look at, I said, okay, I tried to look at, is there anything there where as regulated brokers, I know that they are authentic. And that's how we started. And gradually, over the period, I have 1, 2, 3 friends who have started ahead of me, who have made about 100, that have gotten the $100,000 funding. Some of them spoke in the last meeting that we had, but this recording, I think I'm just going to show their pictures there. So I look at it now. The issue of the funding is settled. That means they said if you have a good skill, they are ready to give you $25,000. They are ready to give you $20,000. They are ready to give you $100, the $200, $1 million. All you need is the skill. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on this part, I have settled the other people's money. So now I have assured you that there's a platform that you can access money from without you paying a dime. Other people's money. Other people's money. But you must know also that the era in which we are is not the era of I'm a certificated person and thing. It's a matter of certificate. You sabi what is your skill. So these people want to fund you based on your skill. That is one. Remember the word system, SYSTEM. Save yourself time, energy, and money. And I've said the rich man uses what? Other people's time, other people's energy or experience, and other people's money. So we've talked about how to get other people's money now. I'm going to show you in details. We've talked about how to get other people's money. Now let's look at how to utilize other people's experience or energy. Now there's a tool that we have that is being used by our community. And what is that tool meant to do? That too, because many of us came, a lot of our members came, they don't have even any basic knowledge about the Forex market or anything. They are busy, some are doctors, some are lawyers. I have barrister David Okorafor, he was on the call. He's a lawyer, he doesn't know anything about Forex or anything, but he joined the system. And when he joined the system, he just, what you just needed to do was to plug the tool. You see, now let's listen to something. In the recent past, if you are not bracing yourself up with technology, you will be left behind. In the time past, for me to have graphics works done, I need to get a graphic artist or something, all right? But I think I posted some things, some flyers and things. All my flyers, I do them on my table here. I use a tool called ChatGPT, and I have another tool called Canva. I do everything myself, and in record time also, because of what? Artificial intelligence. If you go on my Folktales channel, I have a Folktales channel. I created some videos, films Do you understand? With AI tools there. I didn't have to employ anybody to do it. I do my video editing myself based on the skill set. I'm an accountant, but I've acquired the skill set. Now, when we look at the forex market, a lot of persons will say, "Oh, I've had all this robot thing and things and things." What is a robot? You see, trading is garbage in. When you talk about a robot is garbage in, garbage out. So if somebody puts what he knows into a system and that system trades for you, if his strategy will lose money, the EA will lose, the AI will lose money also. So you need a winning strategy on its own that manually, logically, this strategy wins. That is a strategy you want to put into an EA. And that is what happened. I made it because when I saw the OPM, the other people's money, fine. But the other aspect that is critical is the skill set of the people. How can people get to make that 7% and all this stuff and things? So with that tool, I came in contact with this fellow, been in South Africa for almost 15 years. And in conversing with him, he told me that the 15 years in South Africa, he has never worked for anybody for one day. He has been using this trading strategy to live, to do everything, living in an exclusive big area in South Africa. Then that's caught my interest. You know, the banks, they are the biggest forex traders. They trade, that's what they do in Treasury Department. So I got to understand that it's the same tool that they use that this man is using. And he's been able to make it into an EA. Oh, that is beautiful. So I've taken care of OPM and the OPE. Now, the last one is the OPT, other people's time. Now, where does other people's time come into this? When you have this platform, you have this tool, then you need some little training, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours in a week, from people that knows it. Just imagine, every week I'm able to give you training, and I have some senior partners that are committed to giving you training. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely for free. You are not paying a dime for this. Other people's time. So what I have learned, the success, the failures of the last 15 years compressed together is what I'm going to be teaching. The success and everything that has gotten us to this result and these other people, we're going to be putting it together. We came together. Let's do this for our community. And we begin to train people for free. Please note this. I've not said at any time that I'm going to take money for consulting from you. Everything that you are doing here is for yourself. Now, guys, I want you to look at something. If you are able to harness these three things and you're able to develop a skill set that you can pass on to your children are going to wonderful schools out there. Those schools, will they finish from their schools and then they get employed in a place and they're paying them 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 naira a month? They are just starting up again from where their parents stopped. You read and you got employment. If you get a child now and they are paying your child 1 million naira, do you think it's well paid in this economy and in this current reality? You sent your children to school, Dangote sent his children to school. But the rich have a system that their children will fall into once they leave school. What system is your own child falling into? So even for their own sake, because of it, you have to send them abroad, they go through all the works and things for their own sake. Even if you learn the skill set and you're able to take them and put them through, do you think you will have done them good? Is it not good? So begin to think. Don't think about yourself alone. Think about them. Think about the people around you in your community that you can empower with this knowledge. So based on this, I'm going to be sharing my screen with you to make you see the graduation, how this works with the organization. So quickly, let me do something here. Quickly. Share this organizational chart with you, how we're going to be working for those persons that we want to consider this over a period of time. So let's look at this. So on my chart now, what you see is the organization, the company, which is highly regulated. Now, this is how it's going to work, guys. And we're going to be looking at the next 12 months to 24 months to achieve these results together. You are not going to be left on your own. You've tried to do it on your own, but this time around, we are going to use the teamwork, TEAM, together, everybody achieves more. So here, they have the seed level. At the seed level here, you fund your account with minimum of $500. You can as well start with $200, but if you start with $200, you are not going to be funded. But for you to get a funding, they tell you $500. It is your own account. You are not paying for anything. It's as good as you having your money in the bank. But this time around, you are using it for business. Now, the company said, if you do 7%, 7% on the $500, they tell you that, oh, we're going to give you $5,000 of our own money. 5,000. You are going to do the same 7%. Let's see your competence. Are you good? Is it the 7% you made? Is it by mistake, or is something you understood very well? You were able to have a strategy. You have a system. So now our system can give you the tools that we have, can help you do this. You don't need more than 30. You don't even need, in a day, you might not even need to touch anything. But I don't like promising, doing nothing for something. But you know where I'm coming from. I'll get there. Now, look at this. Once you're able to do this 7% on this, on your 500, they fund you with 5,000. They now say, once you're able to do this 5,000, you do the 7%, they are going to give you 20,000. At the 5,000 level, they are not sharing profit with you because they said, no, we want to test you to know whether you actually have the skill set. Now, look at this. By the time you get to this level, 20,000, at this level, whatsoever profit you make, using the tool that you have, whatsoever profit you make, you're going to be sharing with them at 60 to 40. You are going to get 40% of the returns, while they take the remaining 60% at this level. Now, at this level, by that time, your equity would have grown, that they expect your equity to be about $8,000. Not to worry. By the time you do 7% on this 20,000, the next thing is you are moved to 100,000. At 100,000, you are just supposed to do 7%. The strategies and things you're going to be learning will help you achieve this result easily. You've got to be in our trainings now, practical trainings. You don't want to waste time with this, especially when you are not risking anything here. So if you do 10%, let's just look at this, guys. If you're able to do 10% in a month or in 2 months of this amount, 10% of the $10,000, that is going to give you just like $10,000, 10%. And you share 10%, you share 50-50. That means you go home with $5,000. 5,000. Then you go to the level of the 200. At 200,000, they fund you. When they fund you with 200,000 of their money, other people's money, you make the same profit. All they need from you is minimum of 7%. They are not saying doing it in a day. They are not saying doing it in a week. They are not saying doing it in a month. Not even in 2 months. Anytime you are able to achieve it, we give you the money. Is it not crazy? It sounds ridiculous, guys. But there's a power. A lot of people don't know that this exists. A lot of persons. You are among, maybe say, even in Nigeria, you are amongst maybe the few 500 persons, 500 that know that this opportunity exists. But the thing is, what are you going to do with it? And it goes all the way to the point of $1 million. $1 million. At $1 million, you whatsoever profit you make at that point, you are going to be getting 80% of that profit. And everything here, you are using the tools to do it. Now, all they tell you is this: don't lose more than 10%. If you lose more than 10% of your money, that's of this your 500, we are going to stop our funding. They are not going to take your money. Your money is still your money. But they will have to stop the funding because they say this person is not properly skilled enough to manage the money. So they pull out their funds. And if they pull out their funds, you re-strategize, you work on your skill again, and you're able to call. They are ready to give you opportunity three times to try this. 3 times to perfect your skill and come back again. Perfect your skill and come back again. Now, that is the place where we get the fund. Now, the tool that we're having, we have this tool that you put on in your system. Now, this is a powerful tool, guys. If you look at this, we call it the ultimate. The ultimate. Now, this particular tool is imputed on your system. You don't have to do jack. All you need to do, have a system that you're going to run. We put everything for you. It's set up for you. But then, as it is working, we require you to learn the skill. Learn the skill. Now, this is the tool that we do the work. This particular one is the tool that we do the work. And we take you through how to get it. Now, I'll be wrapping up this way. There are quite a number of persons that have used this tool and they've been able to get funded. This is one person, he got funded at the incubator level. That's with 20,000 funded. This is another person, a young man. As a matter of fact, this guy is still in the university. His dad, you're going to see there, this man has handed over something to his child. Imagine this man still in the university is managing a $20,000 fund. Is this not fantastic? All right, let's look at something. This is another guy who used our tool on another prop firm and things. He's managing a $100,000 account. Now, these are very good friends. He's a barrister. Kingsley Chineke. He is a barrister, very busy fellow, but is currently managing 20,000. Anytime from now, you'll be on $100,000. Okay, quickly, I have Bamitola Obo. This person also already, I think as at the time of this recording, she's already on $100,000 account. And this is Mr. David Okorafor. This is a barrister also working in the Senate, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I don't know what they call it in the Senate House. That's where he works. And here he's already trading. Anytime from now, you'll be on the $100,000. And then we have Stanley Okoje. This person just got into the $5,000 funding. And then this is Mr. Ime, a veteran, is an elderly person. Somebody is in retirement now. He started about 9 months ago. Now he's managing $100,000. Guys, what are we talking about? These are real people that you are going to mingle with. And these are just few, just based on what we're doing on this. So that I don't want to make it too long. Let's just cut that off here. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you need to do, somebody say, how do I get started? How do I get started? Now, to get started, what you need to do, you're going to see a link. It's either you send a message to the phone number on the screen. You can send a message to the phone number on the screen and say, I am interested. Or you go into the description box. You go to the description box and click on the link there. There's a link there that will take you to a group. There's a link there that will take you to a group. You can join the group. In the group, we have constant, regular information that helps you to grow. So you join that group there, or if you want to go ahead to do the registration yourself and things, the link is in the description box also. You can go ahead to do it. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to implore you, do something. Do something. Utilize other people's money. Utilize other people's experience and utilize other people's time. You want to be financially free? You want to get to the zenith of success? If you don't know how to combine these three, I don't know where you're going to combine it from. If you don't take advantage of this opportunity now, it is not at any risk to you. You can pull out your funds at any time. You will learn skills that you can transfer to your children and your children's children. You can be very sure that your financial future is guaranteed as the system continues to work for you even when you are not there. The system works. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you in the class and to have a one-on-one session with you so that I will know your goal. Because what we're doing right now is we're starting up a kind of training session from next week. I don't know when you're going to when you'll be watching this, but join the system, join the group chat, and learn from what we'll be doing. And we want to work with a few set of persons in the next 12 months to achieve the $1 million goal. That's what we want to do. Work with just a few. You can't work, you see, this kind of thing, you can't work with everybody. It's not possible. It's not possible. Some will lose focus, some will lose interest and things like that. But then there are people that we look and say, we're going to walk the whole world. That person is you. So right now, send that message to this number right now. Send it to this number right now. And then go to the comment section. In the comment section and the description section, you're going to see a link to a WhatsApp group where you can join that WhatsApp and let's work. The tools are working. And you will say, now, for you to get this tool, because say then is all the things, are all the tools free? Yes, your funding, it's your own money. You are not spending anything on that. That is your money. You can as well leave. If you don't want to do it, put it in your bank, or you can leave it in your trading account. But the tool is about $200, and that is per annum. That's per annum. Just once in a year, you pay that $200 and you are using that tool. No, you are not paying a dime to anybody. How about the training class? The training class is free. It is free. In Rich Vision Academy, we do a lot of things for people and we do it for free. We are all about impacting knowledge. Our motto, service to many leads to greatness. We want to serve as many as possible, empower as many as possible, get as many as possible to know this knowledge, and we demystify it. Make it as simple as possible. Are you ready? If you are ready, click the link right now and let's get started together. It's your friend and partner, Olusola Popoola. I'll be looking forward to seeing you in the mentoring class. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Ciao.
Waking up at dawnlight, breaking through, chasing dreams, no time to lose. In this race we strive and grind, motivation fuels the mind. Gonna rise up, we won't fall, breaking barriers through it all. Step by step our journey's clear, success is closer, don't you fear. Challenges we face headstrong, in this rhythm